The monthly jobs report is out, but wait, don't close your laptop, don't close the NBC app. I know, I'm the kind of person who would tune out when those words come up, but I think you want to listen to this. Because this month's report was, well, sure, it was what we expected. About 390,000 jobs were created in May, and for the third month in a row, unemployment remained at about 3.6%. Overall wages grew by about 5.2% in the last year, but that's still below the inflation rate, which was at 8.3% in April. Now, a lot of Americans are feeling the burden of these higher costs. Today, President Biden said it's a, quote, Putin price hike.
But it's important that we understand the root of the problem so we can take steps to solve it. I've been upfront with the American people from the outset that there would be a cost here at home of Putin's decision to brutally and savagely invade a sovereign nation.
We're talking here about a world in which we have Putin and Ukraine and a pandemic and all of that. To explain all of that is Editor-in-Chief of Investopedia, Caleb Silver. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Good to be with you.
So I want to just talk, first of all, let's talk about the jobs report, but I want you to help me put it into the broader context here. You know, we are looking at such a strange moment. To me, you know, who reads jobs reports all the time, this one just didn't make sense. On the one hand, it looks like, you know, oh, things are going pretty well, things are okay, but weird little pieces of information are in there. People having to scale back to a part-time job because of the changing conditions of their employers. We're talking to Parks Department people who can't hire lifeguards for the first time in their lives. I mean, something strange is going on here, and I wonder how you reacted to today's numbers.
Very much like you did. On the surface, the numbers were better than we expected. We were expecting about 330,000. We got 390,000. The 12-month average is over 400,000 jobs, though, every month going back to the past year. You got to go all the way back to 1938 to find a strong streak like that. But look at where we're coming from, right? There are still 11.4 million job openings in the United States, even though we're only about 800,000 jobs below the pre-pandemic level. So there's a lot of disconnects there. We see rising wages. We've been seeing that every month for the past 18 months. That's great. But as your graphic just noted, not keeping up with inflation. So those higher wages are going to leisure and hospitality jobs, restaurant jobs in general, hotel jobs in general. So those are lower paying jobs. And those jobs, those incomes are not keeping up with inflation. A lot of peculiarities here. Still good to see a big number and good to see the unemployment rate where it is, but labor force participation is still pretty low.
Well, tell me about that, because that's the part I don't understand, right? We had the pandemic, which crushed small businesses all across America. It crushed retail, it crushed hospitality. People fell out of those jobs, or perhaps they became sick and had to leave, or perhaps they took retirement early. That would logically, right, the screenwriter part of my brain goes, well, then those characters would re-enter the movie once the pandemic is over. But that is not what's happening. How do you think about this? Why aren't people taking the jobs that are available?
It's a great question, and some of it is they don't want to go back to the jobs that they were in. They think the grass might be greener and they can get higher paying jobs elsewhere, or they like the flexibility that they enjoyed over the past couple of years. And a lot of companies, Tesla notably, are not putting up with that at all anymore. They want their workers back in the office. Folks have moved away from the cities where their offices are located and are not ready to move back. They've uprooted their lives. And then you have COVID. That's taken a lot of people out of the workforce, but you have long COVID too, which is a very interesting phenomenon where people are just not feeling 100% and don't want to work full time. So you see the average hourly work weeks being reduced because of that in some industries in particular. So a lot of weird dynamics going on at the same time, yet there are so many small businesses, restaurants, and hotels that are still looking for workers. You see restaurants closing earlier than usual, not opening on certain days. They just can't staff it appropriately, and they're the ones that are raising the wages, but folks don't want to go back to those jobs by and large.
As I was reading the jobs report this morning, I was looking at the numbers, and this one chart popped out, and I want to show it to you so we can think about it together. This is the long-term non-farm payrolls, right? The number of jobs out there, people working jobs. There it is, rising from 2000 until 2020. That's when the pandemic hits, and then it falls off a cliff. And I look at that slow ascent that we saw, this steady ascent, and I think all the economic models, all the simulations, all the forecasting tools that we have, they would all work during that time. But then you have it fall off a cliff right there. I mean, one fact that jumped out at me, one data point that jumped out at me in this report was 1.2 million people right now are no longer in the workforce like they used to be. Well, think about how many people were killed by COVID. 1 million Americans killed by COVID. About 300,000 of those estimated to have been workers at the time. And so I wonder for you, how much of a black swan moment is this, right? One that sort of blows up our ability to see what's coming in the future.
That's a great way to describe it. That black swan event is one you can't predict. It comes out of nowhere, and it changes the paradigm. So it's very easy, or it was easy, not easy, to shut off the economy when COVID hit, when we had to come home from work, when we had to stay home and bring our kids home from school. You could switch off the economy, but you can't switch it back on like a light switch. It takes time to get traction. And in those past 2 years, the economy's changed a lot. Think about how we work, where we work, what we expect to get paid to work, the types of jobs that are available. A lot of that changed a lot in the past 2 years. So I think that's where some of the disconnect is. And then I think you mentioned a lot of over 1 million people died from COVID. They're obviously out of the workforce. But think about the family disruption that happens when that happens. Folks have to regroup. Families have to regroup. They don't want to go back to the same lifestyle, but either they can't afford it or it's just not possible anymore. So you have some disconnect there as well. And you have folks who are just not willing to go back to the lifestyle that they were living before all this happened. So it's a completely different paradigm in the American economy right now. On the one hand, it looks really good for workers because wages have been rising. But on the other hand, we're dealing with higher inflation on nearly everywhere we look. So it's a very peculiar time in the U.S. economy. And this jobs report kind of showed it front and center.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.